everybody. It's been forever since we've seen you. I've done a few vlogs but haven't put them up. What's the date today, Raymond?
March 21st.
And
I don't even know. No, I'm sorry, March 20th.
March 20th, and as everybody else, I'm sure in the world. Yeah, it's crazy out there. It's insane. Literally, our lives were, for the most part, normal up until Friday of last week. I'll give you just a little rundown of what our lives were looking like. Vladimir was going to school Monday to Thursdays. I was going to work on Tuesdays and Fridays. Raymond was going to work Sunday to Thursday. And on his day off, there had already been talks amongst everybody in the spa at his casino that they were going to be cutting hours, because that entire week they were asking people to leave earlier and whatever. So okay, so everybody was kind of freaking out that it was going to be, they were going to be cut down to 32 hours a week. And lo and behold, on Friday he gets a, I'm so sorry, baby. And lo and behold, on Friday, his manager gives him a call saying that everybody who is full-time is now 32 hours. He was really upset, but I pep talked him. I was like, well, you know, it'll be fine. At least it's not closed, you know. 32 hours kind of does suck, but, you know, we'll make it through. Later on Saturday, he gets a text message from, I think, one of his coworkers, and then ends up getting an official call from, I think, a manager or something, but they had decided to close the spa because another casino here in town, I believe it was the Wynn or the Aria, decided to shut down their spa, and it literally trickled down from there. I don't know how it's going for anybody else in the country. I'm assuming similar, but here in Las Vegas especially, a lot of people are employed by either casinos or something else. Maybe not necessarily like you work in a casino, but a lot of our revenue and just foot traffic a lot of the times comes from people who are visiting here. So literally within a matter of like 48 hours, everything just got really bad for a lot of people here. And at the time, they were still in talks of shutting down the school system. And it wasn't until, I believe, Sunday, right? Sunday that they decided to close it when the casinos had shut down. That was another thing that Raymond had been talked about when they had first cut their hours to 32, was that if the schools shut down, because they've been in talks about the schools shutting down for about half a week prior to that, and a lot of people are like, what are we going to do, because we can't go to work if our kids are at school, you know, blah, 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 blah. The casino he works for had sent out an email saying that, you know, you wouldn't get paid if you had to stay home from work because your kids, like, were out of school, but, you know, but whatever. And it's like, if you contacted the virus or somebody else did, or if you contacted the virus, that they would pay you, I think, like 2 weeks of sick time, and you didn't have to worry about your job. If someone else in your household contacted the virus and you had to either be in quarantine, along with them, or you had to take care of them, that they wouldn't pay you, but you'd still keep your job. And yeah,
you can't see me.
You can't see me because it's me. Niklaus is trying to see himself in the viewfinder of the camera, and it's just, baby, be careful. It's just ridiculous. It's just like I said, it's awful here. I have like pretty much every one of my friends. Oh, baby, you want to say hello?
Hello.
How are you feeling about this all?
This is gone.
You feeling good? Do you like having mommy and daddy home all the time?
I want to see it there.
You want to see it? Look, there you go. Do you see it? That's cool. Anyways, what was I saying? Like Raymond, you know, as of right now, they said they're going to pay him these upcoming 2 weeks. So all of this week and all of next week. The dumbass mayor of Las Vegas just came back talking about she wants, not because, because what else happened? So much has happened. The governor had decided on Monday that all non-essential businesses would be closed. Or was it Tuesday? No, Tuesday night. It was Tuesday night. He decided that not all non-essential businesses would be closed. All that fun stuff. So it's just been so much. I don't even know where I'm, like, he's just hugging me and holding me, and I just kind of forgot what I was saying. But this is just crazy. I cannot believe this is life. I've had
good though.
Raymond says we've been eating good though. Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. Yeah, like so many people just here in town have been affected. My older sister has lost both of her jobs. Raymond is being paid for these next 2 weeks, but we don't know. Oh, that's what I was saying. The mayor of
Pay for another 2 weeks.
Raymond says hopefully they'll pay for another 2 weeks.
Venetian and Palazzo, as well as Wynn and Encore, decided that they're paying their employees
Classy.
30 days.
Can you turn this?
And so far,
I want
Congress has only
to
said that
see.
for the 14 days. So hopefully we'll be paid for another 2 weeks before I have to go on unemployment.
Yeah.
Or I have to
Stop,
risk
baby, please.
getting a job.
Mommy.
Yeah, and then, baby, please, my love. So yeah, so like Raymond was saying before, Klausy was trying to steal the camera away from me.
Hopefully they're going to extend it another 2 weeks. That way, because I know that the Trumpster is trying to give businesses money so that they can stay paying their employees, so that not as many people have to go on unemployment. But who knows if he refused to answer whether or not the money can be used for like bonus checks and stuff like that, because obviously people who are like high up in the company could just be like, oh, well, this is going to be my bonus for the year or whatever, opposed to actually paying employees. But if it comes to that, then other companies may choose to pay us.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I either have to choose whether I'm going to go on unemployment or if I'm going to try and get a job with one of the essential businesses. I'm just nervous about getting a job. But, I mean,
You want to say why you're nervous?
Because I have got a pregnant wife and 2 small children, and I don't want to get them sick. I have lung problems as it is. I was born with mono and pneumonia, and I don't have great lung function. So if I get sick, I could definitely be one of those people in the ICU.
So yeah, so it's just very difficult. A part of me and Raymond have a bet, not a bet, but I think that we'll all go on mandatory lockdown by Tuesday at the latest. That's what I've been.
We're going to have essential services open, like grocery stores.
No, yeah, of course, but I mean like everybody else, because I know lots of businesses who aren't essential, but they're still staying open just with like a skeleton crew or whatever.
Yeah.
But a part of me just wishes that would happen already, because I'm going back to work on Monday, and it's just so uncertain, and it was a very hard decision for me to make. Here, go give it to Daddy, and he can maybe turn it on for you. It was a very hard decision for me to make. Yeah, you go give it. Go give it to Daddy, and he'll see if he can.
I'll turn it on.
You need some batteries, and Klaus wants to vlog. Here, go give it to Daddy.
Give it to Daddy. I'll turn it on for you.
You can't turn it on.
Okay.
I want to do my pink one.
Okay, where's your pink one?
My pink one is in the kitchen.
Okay.
What was I saying though? I was saying something. Oh, it was a very hard decision for me, but just yesterday we spent like $600 on getting Raymond's something done on the car yesterday. Sorry, I was able to finally get everybody under control and content, and it's really easy in times like right now to be so upset about things that don't matter, and it makes me feel bad because like obviously God, it's like obviously like my husband's work is in stake, and obviously he makes most of the money that we use to live, so that's difficult. It's also difficult because
Cookies.
you want another cookie? I'm gonna go do this in the kitchen. I don't want the kids to see me cry. Here you go, baby. Vladimir. Vlad. Thank you. It's very easy to be upset about little stupid things. Like I saw people joking about like, oh, I can't go out to eat, and I can't do this, and I can't do that. And honestly, I want to say that if that's the most you're worrying about, I don't think so anymore. I think for the first few days when people thought it was overreacting, or more or less of the Jesus, I can't even speak, when it wasn't as serious and more of the strict guidelines weren't put out. Like, I think a lot of people were very annoyed and just like, woe is me, and really honestly not focusing on the big things. But like I said, I don't know if I'm assuming it is. I mean, I can't imagine it isn't, especially with big places like California and New York on complete like stay at home, like, you know, like you gotta stay at home, shelter in place kind of thing. But I know in a city like this especially, it's like everybody has been hit really hard. It's like person after person after person on my Facebook, or personally that I know, like one of my best friends works for the library, and they're closed. Her husband is a slot technician, and all of the slot machines were ordered to be turned off at midnight on Tuesday, or excuse me, on Wednesday. And it's just like, you know, I have friends who worked at the airport in the restaurants, and they were let go. My older sister has a friend who is a airplane mechanic, and he was let go. They were saying that before, like this past week, that planes that would hold like 300, 400 people, passengers, whatever, like had like 4 or 5 people on them. I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's crazy. And it makes me feel really foolish, because I was really, and I still am to this moment in time, kind of upset about my son's birthday party. Like I said, it's Klausi's birthday party. It's in May. And it's not all the fact that, like, it's not the fact that I put so much time and effort into it, you know, because that's something I wanted to do. So it's not like I felt like it was a waste or it was for nothing. But like earlier this morning, he was asking me about it. He's like, oh, I'm gonna have a Pennywise party. I'm like, yeah, you are. And he's like, when? He's like, when are we going? And I'm like, oh my goodness. And I think that's what hurts me the most. It's just having kids during this, you know? It's just, my mom and dad used to say something when I was growing up, like, when you have kids, you don't even want the air to touch them. And it's funny, because I was like, I'd never be like that, but it's like, I find myself being like that. I don't want them to be worried or stressed out or missing out on anything. I just want them to be happy. I mean, they're happy. And even if it rolls down to the fact that if May 17th rolls around, like, I have stuff here to make his little cupcake. I have some of his decorations. I have his little costume ready. I can quite literally, we can have a little party here for him, you know, just us. And that's all that matters, because we're all healthy still. And no one I know has gotten sick. It sucks, because we're all worried about, like, bills and stuff like that. And it's just crazy. But anyways, I'll let you guys go.